Hello! Welcome to Admit Lodge, where we have some unboxings and different things I buy. Mostly Blu-rays, DVDs, VHS, or any physical media. But in this case, we're doing a little bit different. We're back to a figure special. And with the last one, I'm planning to do one every once in a while. But in this case, I felt this was special enough to do one. So, without further ado, let's get started. So as you can see, it's a little bit different. This box is a little big, as you can see here. So the idea is to pretty much open this up a little bit more and see what happens. So opening up here, and it's pretty hefty box, like I said, and as you can see, we got the Demon Rem Crystal Dress version. So this is the top of the box, and I will just take it out. So after opening up the box, the outer box I mean, we have this very purple outer box here. Quite nicely done here. Very plain in a way. I like the lettering, but really not much to it. So without further ado, I'll open this up and see what's inside. So I opened a little bit on the box, and the first thing you see is this Shibuya Scramble figure instruction booklet of some sort, and this spectacular plastic entrapment. So I'll take this out and see how it looks. So a little bit more detail here before I take it completely out of the box. Lots of care has been taken on this. Hopefully nothing broken, but yeah, it's looking good so far. So, welcome back. After spending some time assembling and putting a lot of the pieces together, which isn't too many, but it was still enough for me to take some time, honestly. This is the final piece right here. Lots of protection on the packaging itself. Really good. Nothing really broken, which is nice in my case, and quite intriguing with the amount of detail they have in this figure. Very unique presentation, first of all, as you can see. Kind of like the flames of rage, you could say, using a crystalline base, which I'll show a little bit later, in the back. So I haven't really done any other figure reviews of Rem specifically, but depending on how this goes, I might do some more. So either way, let's take a closer look at Rem here. So first of all, kind of going with the base, as you can see, lots of detail, honestly, especially towards the back there. And then through pretty much a fire, you could say, behind it, looking pretty nice. So honestly, from a very intriguing presentation, they've done a pretty good job. And without forgetting, this is coming from a company called Eastream, from my understanding. And they kind of do this so quote-unquote radical designs of using crystal / flames or whatnot, and makes it unique. So I give them that for sure. But kind of going with the figure next, it's very intriguing. If you go closer to the face here, the amount of detail present on the face, and then also on these right here, look really realistic, honestly, for a figure like this right here. And even using kind of the theme here with the crystals on the headband. So I think that, not even with the some of the higher quality figures, you don't really see that too often. You do, but I feel this is kind of taking a little bit extra mile for this figure per se. Um, Also, just the detail on the dress itself, really nicely done here. And then just on the dress here, you can see a little bit more detail on this. This is kind of, it's not too stationary, but it stays in its location, but it's a little bit free, so it's not just onto the figure itself. As you can see here, you can kind of move it a little bit higher, so it's slightly detached, is what I would like to say. But yeah, kind of lots of detail on that. Stocking, shoes, and then just kind of the base itself here. But yeah, lots of things to pretty much take appreciation on. This is also you can feel the engraving of it, so this dress portion's really the small details shown behind here is quite something. And then even on the parts that you can't really see behind, as you can see there, those crystal behind the dress, things that usually you would not see when you're just displaying this figure or any figure, is nicely done. Like this dual layer flap behind, really nicely portrayed. Just the small little details, honestly. But yeah, that expression though, kind of really shows the the emphasis of how Rem really is in parts of the show. Really well done, honestly. Part of the reason why I wanted to buy this figure, honestly, because you don't really see many figures that really show that impression, that fear, a face you need to fear, in essence. But yeah, a little bit more on the back here. You can see that it's supported by the crystal in the very back. Nicely done. Makes sense. But yeah. And then her weapon of choice. Nicely portrayed here. Don't know how I want to portray a little bit better, but I think this is kind of where it needs to be. Can't really say too much about that, but yeah, it's from a presentation standpoint, I had to give it full marks, honestly. Considering everything placed makes a lot of sense. So honestly, not regretting my purchase. As you can see, it's pretty big. Honestly, it's going to take, if you have a DTOF, it's going to take pretty much one whole shelf for sure. So yeah, this is definitely for a collector that has space, which a lot of collectors don't really have space anymore. So yeah. But again, at the same time, this is probably, I would say, the most expensive Rem figure you can probably own at the moment, besides the other crystal figure of Rem, which I do not own, nor do I really like. I'm not against it, but I'm not. I felt this. If I had to pick between the two crystal Rems at the moment, I would pick this one. But this is me. I don't really want to get both at the time, so you won't see a review of that unless somehow I find it, and from someone else that wants to either donate it or give it or whatnot. But so far I'm happy with what I have here. So again, trying something different here with the figure kind of review here. Kind of detailing a little bit of each of the locations where I think it makes sense to show a little bit more of what the figure can offer. Something different. Again, still kind of new to this portion here, so I know there's a few things I could probably do a little bit better on rotating the figure while I'm talking about it, or, you know, probably getting an actual desk or anything that I could use maybe for this. But I don't know. Thought by putting in the box there makes kind of sense. So supports it pretty well. But yeah, Rem is amazing from ReZero. And yeah, let me know if you're interested in more of these kind of videos. I try not to make it too long, just in case if, you know, I can ramble whatnot, which is possible. So yeah, let me know if you like this videos and what you want me to focus on more, or if there's any things I can. So just to enhance your knowledge and what you may want to buy or not in the future. So again, hopefully you guys are having a great day, and see you next time.